So today I'm going to teach you something regarding functions, how to do some special calculations, how to arrange functions. එතකොට අද දවසේ මම ඔයගලන්ට කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ කොහොමද අපි Excel එකේ function එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ. ඒ වගේ දෙයක් තමයි මම අද කියලා දෙන්න යන්නේ. So shall we open previous days note, right? You can log into your Google Drive and open previous days lesson, right? So I'm going to share my screen now. Right. So I'm going to log into Google Drive. So I'm going to my Google Drive page. So before all of that, I'm going to increase my mouse pointer size because you cannot clearly see that one. Mouse, change mouse pointer size. Change mouse pointer size. Let's increase it little bit. Right. So change the color. Right. Now I have changed my mouse pointer size. Now you can clearly see that. So exercise 1. This was my exercise 1. I will click that one. So you can follow your page. So please open previous lesson. Google Sheet you have created, or if you cannot find it, it's okay. Open a new file. That's okay, and type something like this. So I'll move to a new sheet, right? How to create a new sheet? There's a button here, right? Add sheet, right? So add sheet. So this is our new sheet. I have created sheet number 2. So you can also create a new sheet in this Google Sheet, right? So we'll do some exercise. So today I am going to do how to calculate your credit, right? Academic credits. That's the lesson, right? So today we are going to calculate, do some calculation regarding credits, right? So ඔයගලන්ට ඒ සම්බන්ධයෙන් අවබෝධයක් එනවා මේ calculation එකක් මොකක් හරි කරගන්න විදිහ, right? Use functions, how to use functions. So I'll type your module code here. Module code, right? Type module code. So this is a topic, right? Module code එක කියන topic එකක්. Therefore I need to bold that one, right? මේක පොඩ්ඩක් තද පාටට පෙවුනා නම් හොඳයි. So here you have this option, bold, right? Bold, right? And shortcut is Control B, right? Control key plus B, it, right? It is the shortcut key. And italic, shortcut key Control I. Control I is the shortcut key. And similar to Word, you don't have any underline command, right? Shortcut is Control U, underline. Control U, you can underline the topic, right? So those things are available. Text modifying options, right? Bold, italic and underline. ඔය තුන කරලා බලන්න එක. bold කරලා italic කරලා underline කරන්න එක. shortcut key පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. For bold, shortcut key Control B, italic, shortcut key Control I, underline, Shortcut key is Control U. You can change your text colors as well, right? So I'll change my text color to blue. Change your text colors to any color, right? So next column is module name. All right, module name. Type the next column, module name. Right, so I need more space in here. Module name එකට ටිකක් වැඩිපුර ඉඩක් ඕන, right? So I can adjust my column size like this, right? You can adjust your column size like this. ඔය වගේ adjust කරගන්න පුළුවන් column size එක. And for this topic we need the same properties as the module code. දැන් මේකට අර module code එකේ තිබ්බ properties ටිකම දෙන්න ඕනේ, right? Next one, lecture hours, tutorial or practical hours, right? So I need to give the same properties here, right? මේකේ තියෙන properties ටික මෙතෙන්ට දෙන්න ඕන, right? එතකොට කොහොමද කරන්නේ? ලේසිම විදිය. First I'll select this cell. Then I use this paint format icon, right? මේක ගොඩක් කට්ටිය දන්නේ නැතුව ඇති සමහර විට, right? If I want to give the same format here, right? One thing is I can use blue color, underline and bold, all the things for this one. But you can use easily the paint format, right? So use this paint format option, click that one. But first you have to select the correct cell, right? I want to paint this format to the other three cells. මේ තියෙන format එකම අනිත් තුනට දෙන්නයි මට ඕන. So I'll select this one, then paint format, then click what are the cells you need to, right? So I'll click several cells here up to here, right? 7 or 8 cells. So all will be painted using that cell format. අර පළවෙනි එකේ තිබ්බ format එකම ලේසියෙන්ම අපිට අනිත් ඒවාට දෙන්න පුළුවන් ක්‍රමය තමයි ඕක. Right? This is very important. Otherwise you have to manually apply all the changes to each and every cell. නැත්තම් හැම තිස්සම මේකට අර වෙන වෙනම මේ format ටික apply කරනට වඩා ලේසි paint format option එක use කරා, right? So I'll type some several module code CI1202, CI1203, likewise. Then I select both and drag it like this, right? I'll delete that again. I'll do it again. So this one is containing red color. I'll change that to black color, right? I have changed the color to black. CI1202, 1203. Let's assume we have 9 modules like this. So I can select this two and drag it using this box, this icon, right? So it automatically fill the other modules using the same pattern, right? Excel know how to follow the patterns. So type some module names. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙහෙම modules ටිකක් තාම කරලා නැතුව ඇති. semester 5 වලත් තමයි මේ වගේ modules ටිකක් එන්නේ. DS DDFSS module එක ඒක එහෙන complex ගොඩක් දේවල් තියෙන්නේ FSD මොඩියුල් එකත් ඒ වගේම ටිකක් කම්ප්ලෙක්ස් මොඩියුල් එකක් මෙතන සරල එකකට තියෙන්නේ මේ FSDF මොඩියුල් එක තමයි පොඩ්ඩක් සරල එකකට තියෙන්නේ අනිත් ඒවා ටිකක් කම්ප්ලෙක්ස් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙයිද දන්නේ right then how many lecture hours right let's assume computer application you don't have any lectures you have 3 tutorial and practical hours right now this text is aligned to right side මේක දකුණු පැත්තට align වෙලා තියෙනවා I need to align all the things here center right so I'll select both columns right I need to align this text center right select both columns in Microsoft Excel there is a shortcut key control E Microsoft Excel එකේ නම් shortcut එකක් තියෙනවා control E but that shortcut is not valid in here right මේකේ shortcut එක වැඩ කරන්නේ වෙන එකක් වෙන්නේ right so here you can use this alignment options right මේ තියෙන්නේ alignment option center in Microsoft Excel control L to left alignment Excel වලදී control L ගැහුවම වම් පැත්තට align වෙනවා control R right alignment control E center right Excel වල ඔය තුන තියෙනවා control L left alignment control R right alignment control E center right control C කියන්නේ copy නේ control C is for copy right so apply some lecture hours structural you have 2 hours and 3 tutorial hours DDFSF module you have 2 hours and 2 tutorial hours 1 hour and 3 tutorial hours 1 hour and 2 tutorial hours likewise you can apply some right then in this credit system there are something called notional hours right notional hour means the hours you are spending with lecturers hours you are expending in tutorial sessions the hours you are expending for self studies the hours you are expending for assessment and assignment right those are called notional hours right so I need to add some notional hour column here notional hour row right so I need to add that column above this one මේකට උඩින් තමයි මේ row එක මට add කරන්න ඕන I need to add that one above this row so I'll select this row and add new column insert one above right select this one right click insert one above so I can add new row here right so add the new row above this topic notional hours right so notional hours containing lectures tutorial or practical sessions then self studies right self studies for two things self studies for lectures and self studies tutorial or practicals. Then assignments. Right, those are the 5 things under notional hours. Direct lecture hours, direct tutorial or practical hours, self studies. Those are the things. So I'll add a new column, new row to above this one. Make it පැහැදිලිව ලියන්න. Right, I'll add another row above this one. So these are direct contact hours. Direct contact hours. These are self studies hours. LTP. Right. So type like this. And then how to merge several cells. මේ ටිකක් එකතු කරන්නේ කොහොමද මේවා? Right? Cell ටිකක් එකතු කරන්නේ කොහොමද? Right? How to merge some several cells. Right? So I'll select this 5 cells. I need to convert this to one cell. මේක එකතු කරලා එක cell එකක් කරන්නයි ඕන. So this is an option called merge all. Right? Merge all. Right? So it will merge like this. Merge all. You can use unmerge to do the reverse. If you click unmerge, it will become as previous one. Column මේ cell පහ එකට set කරන්න පුළුවන් ආයෙ අනිත් පැත්තට convert කරන්න. Click on merge all. Right. Then I'll click the center option here. කැතයිනේ මෙහෙම තියෙද්දිනේ. ඒක ලස්සනයි මේ මැද්දට ගත්තම. Right. Notional hours. Then do the same thing for here. So this direct contact hours. These two cells should be a single cell. මේ දෙක එකක් වෙන්න ඕන. Right. So do the merge. Merge all. Self studies hours. These two should be a one. Merge all. Right. Assessment. These two I'll convert to one. Merge all. Right. මේ ටිකත් ඕනනම් කරමු මේ තුන. Module code. These three. Merge all. Module name. Merge all. Merge all. Merge all. Right. Right. Do that thing. Right. Now this is even not clear, right, and not perfect. දැන් මේ තියෙන විදිහට එච්චරම ලස්සන නැහැ, right? So I'll do some modification here for one cell. එක cell එකක් ගමු. I'll take this module name cell. This is not perfect. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් normally if this topic, if this topmost row of the table, right, it should be centered, right? Those things are there, right? So I'll use this center option here, right? I have used this center option. However, it's centered, but only horizontally, right? It's centered horizontally, but it's not here, right? It should be centered in vertical direction also, right? Otherwise, it's not good, right? So in vertical direction, I can center using this option. Now it's good. Right. So if you want, you can apply a border. Right. Using this one, you can apply a border. Right. So make one cell like this. එක cell එකක් හරියට හදාගන්න. So make one cell like this. Then copy that format to other cells. මේ format එක අනිත් cell වලට copy කරන් යන්න. So select the cell you have already edited. අර ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැනටම edit කරපු cell එක select කරා. Go to paint format option. මේ තියෙන අර තීන්ත ගාන පොඩි රෝලක් තියෙන paint format option and select all the cells. අම්මා හයි බැට් එකෙන් කිව්වලු. So this is something like situation called amma gahi bette. So I'll undo it. Right. So all the things will be merged also. Right. Make a merge right. Therefore paint format option I'll apply only for these three. Right. Other things I'll do it separately. Center, center and border. Right. Right. How many lecture hours per semester? Now these are the lecture hours per week. Right. සතියට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තියෙන lecture hours ගන්න තමයි මේ තියෙන්නේ. So how many lecture hours per semester? Per semester you have 15 weeks. Right. එක semester එකට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට weeks 15ක් තියෙනවා. So how to calculate this one? So lecture hours multiply by 15. That's your calculation, right? So I am going to this cell. If you type any formula or function, you have to start with equal sign. Always you have to start with equal sign, right? Right. So I'll start with equal sign. Then if you type 0 here and multiply by 50, so that is our lecture hours, right? මෙහෙම type කරොත් මේක තමයි lecture hour එක එන්නේ. 0 multiply by 50. Type that one. Right. So now your lecture hour is 0. Right? 0 into 50. This one 2 into 15. 2 into 15. Lecture hours is 30. That's how you can type any function, right? Here multiplication sign equals to star mark. In Excel or Google Sheets, multiplication sign equals to star mark. Division is this slash, right? Division equals to slash. Right. So this is the calculation. But the there is another issue. If someone change this lecture numbers to 1 hour, the calculation is same, right? It will not change automatically, right? The metanaman change karat eka kiyala meka pahala unne. Therefore, other than this 0, if I click the cell, correct cell, right? C4 cell. C4 means C column, 4 row, right? Column number is C, row number is 4. C4 column multiply by 15. Right? Now check this one. Same number, right? Type this one, C4, whatever the column number, select the column. I'll do it again. Select the column number, multiply 15. So if you do it like this, when I change back to 0, it will change according, right? Now the other advantage is cell reference, right? So if I click this one, you can clearly see an orange color cell here, right? If I drag it in this direction, right side direction, now here you can see a small square. Using that one, if you drag it like this, now check the formula. It will use the same kind of cell, right? Reference cell. Are same ekama durin tiyena cell එකක් refer කරනවා, right? Refer a cell with same distance, right? Same place. ඒ කියන්නේ අර කලින් cell එකට අර අනුරූප cell එකක් refer කරනවා. It will refer a equivalent cell for previous one, right? Now if I select these two cells and I can drag this up to this level. Maybe I have select these two cells and drag it like this. Now randomly check the calculation. 1 into 15, okay. Right? 3 into 15, 45. 2 into 15, 30. Right? Calculation is okay. If you want to make sure what will happen here, double click on the cell. It will show the cell number here. It has been multiplied by 15. දැන් මෙතන ක්ලික් කරාම වෙලා තියෙන දේ පැහැදිලිව වෙනවා. තේරුණා නේද? Right. Now you can do this one. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙන්න මේක කරන්න. Calculate the cell studies lecture hours, right? So it is recommended if there are 30 lecture hours, self studies should be twice of that. දැන් මෙතන 30 තියෙනවා නම් ඒ වගේ දෙගුණයක් වගේ lecture hours ප්‍රමාණයක් ළමයින්ට තියෙන්න ඕනේ ඒක study කරන්න, right? So that's how we calculate self studies hours related to lectures. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ පැය 30ක lectures කරා නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පැය 60ක් වෙන් කරන්න ඕන ඒක පාඩම් කරන්න, right? Now can you calculate this one using a formula? ඔය වගේ formula එකක් ලියන්න මෙතන. So I'll type my equation, equal sign, start with the equal sign. This cell multiply by 2. This cell multiply by 2, right? So in here it will it's suggesting an autofill. දැන් මගේ එක මෙහෙම autofill එකක් කියලා එනවා, right? So I'll click yes. Actually I need to that one. I need to do that one. So I'll click yes. This message has appeared automatically. Right? I'll type a new formula for tutorial and practicals. So it is mentioned that at least for 2 tutorial and practical hours, 1 hour should be given, right? ඒ කියන්නේ practical hours හරි tutorial hours හරි දෙකකට self studies එක hour එකක් දෙන්න ඕන ගෙදර ගිහිල්ලා පාඩම් කරන්න, right? For 30 hours it should be 15 here, right? So write a formula here. මේවා දෙකකට මෙයින් එකක් තියෙන්න ඕන. Tutorial and practical hours. If the tutorial and practical hours are 2, self studies should be given as 1. දෙකට එක ratio එකට තියෙනවා. Right? Type a formula. So I'm going to type a formula here. This cell number one thing is you can multiply by 0.5, right? This is also correct. Other thing is /2 divide by 2. Both are correct. Divide by 2 or multiply by 0.5. And autofill option, you can click here, right? And another thing I want to mention that here you cannot see any formula now, right? You can see numbers 60, 22.5. You can see the numbers, but if you click on the cell in this function bar, you can see the formula, right? Me formula එක මෙතන පෙන්නනවා, right? If you click on any cell, you can see the function here in function bar. A function bar එක Excel එකෙත් තියෙනවා. Excel also has this function bar. You can clearly see the formula, right? දැන් මේක ටිකක් කැතයි වගේ මේ දශම පහේ කෑලියාම නිකන් කැතයිනේ බලන්න හිතෙන්නේ නැහැ කෙනෙක්ට, right? So if there are 0.5 numbers, right? Let's assume you need to display this for only a number, whole number, right? Let's assume you need to display this as a whole number. So I'll select all cells here. Right? I'll select all 4 columns, right? Select the relevant places. Now I'm going to remove the decimal number, right? So here, increase or decrease decimal places. So I have decreased the decimal places. If you want, you can increase the decimal places. But visually, it is better to keep that as a whole number, right? Make a whole number එකක් විදිහට තියාගන්න එක මේ විදියට හොඳයි. කැමති විදියක් ඕගොල්ලෝ, right? For this problem, it is better to keep it as a whole number. Right. Now I have some question. What is this number? 23 or 22.5? මගේ ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙනවා. මෙතන තියෙන්නේ ඇත්තට මොකද්ද number එක? 23 or 22.5? Right? How to verify that? මේක හරියටම අපි හොයාගන්නේ කොහොමද? Right? If I type this one here, oh, this one multiply by 2 ගහුවා. කීයද ඇත්තට මෙතන තිබිලා තියෙන්නේ? So I have typed this function here. This number multiply by 2. If this has actually 23, what will happen? This number will become 46. But actually, visibly you cannot see the decimal place. But the number is there, right? This is a visual effect only. This is not a round. Now you have realized this is actually not 23. So I'll do some calculations here. If you want to convert it to a rounded number, actually, if you want to convert it to a rounded number, how to do that, right? So I type some number here, right? This is a test, just a test. So some number type, I have typed some number here. මේක වට යන්න කොහොමද? Function is equal round. Round is the function. So there are 3 functions here, right? Round, round up, round down, right? I hope you can understand these terms. Round means the general way to round it, which means if it's more than 0.5 it will be rounded to the next number. ඒ කියන්නේ දශම පහට වඩා වැඩි නම් ඊළඟ පූර්ණ සංඛ්‍යාවට වටෙනවා. Right? Round up means always round to the highest number. ඒ කියන්නේ දශම 1 තිබ්බත් උඩ නම්බර් එකට තමයි වටයන්නේ. Right? If it's 2.1 it will be rounded to 3. Round down means always round to lowest number. Right? හැමතිස්සෙම යට ඉලක්කමට වට යන්න කියලා තියෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ if it's 2.8 it will be rounded to 2, right? So I'll open a bracket. Right, round function. Select the number, then comma, how many numbers, right? Or how many decimal places, right? So if I type 2 here, what will happen? Well, if I type 2 here, what will happen? It will be rounded to 2.55. So this is actually 2.55. Then මෙතන දශමස්ථාන නැහැ එකක්වත්. Right? දශමස්ථාන දෙකට වඩා නැහැ. Right? This is the complete number 2.55. Right? So let's check that one. If I increase the decimal places now, you can see 2.550000. Right? So this number is now 2.55. No other decimal places than the second decimal place. දැන් මේ නම්බර් එක හරියටම 2.55 වෙලා තියෙනවා. Right? ඊට හැයි numbers නැහැ. Right? To verify that I have shown you the decimal places. Right? Now if I want to make a whole number, number of decimal places should be 0. Right? If I want to round it to whole number, number of decimal places should be 0. I think now it becomes a whole number. So I have reduced the decimal places using this, right? Did you understand the difference between rounding a number and displaying the decimal places? Right? Those are two things. Right? ඔයගලන්ට වෙනස තේරුණා නේද? decimal number අඩු කරන එකේ round කරන එකේ වෙනස වටේන එකේ. decimal numbers අඩු කරා කියලා number එක එතන තියෙනවා. calculation වලට පාවිච්චි වෙන්නේ මෙතන 22.5. Right? හැබැයි round කරාට පස්සේ ඒක වෙනස් වෙනවා. Right? round කරාට පස්සේ ඒක whole number එකක්. හරි ඒ round කරාට පස්සේ එන number එක තමයි එතන තියෙන්නේ. I hope you have understand this concept. Right, assessment hours. Right. දැන් මේක නම් ටිකක් complex. දැන් මේකට මම පාවිච්චි කරපු formula ටික complex එකක්. ඒක අපි ටිකක් තියමු. හරි? Right? So for now let's type the number here, right? For type the number here 5 assessment hours. Here 5 10 plus 50. This is 15, right? I'll teach you later how to calculate that one, but just for now type that one. Right. 1545, this should be 10. මේක මම කියලා දෙන්නම් ටිකක් Excel ගැන තේරුණාම functions ටිකක් ඕන, right? So now I'm going to teach you another GILMART here, right? Tapodi GILMART teach karan. Right? So let's assume I have copied this formula for several rows. I have copied this formula for several rows. Then මම මේ formula එක ටිකක් copy කරා තව rows කීපයකට. මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ අඩුපාඩුව ඔයගලන්ට පේන්න. Right? What is the weakness of this display? Right? දැන් මේ පේන විදිහේ මොකද්ද ඔයගලන්ට පේන දුර්වලතාවය? You can see zeros here other than blanks. you can see number of zeros, right? So better to have some blanks, right? දැන් මෙතන බිංදු තියෙනවට වඩා හොඳ නැද්ද මෙතන blank වෙලා තිබ්බන? ඒක හොඳයිනේ. කැත නෑනේ. Right? But if this is a formula, it will give you some answer, right? So answer is 0. If I click on this cell multiply by 15, answer is 0. Here we have 0. 0 multiplied by 15 means 0. So answer will show there, right? So that is the issue. How to minimize this issue? මේ වගේ අවුලක් නැති කරගන්නේ කොහොමද? Right? For example, let's assume we have type another module and add another lecture hours, right? If the formula is not there, you cannot see these numbers. දැන් මෙතන formula එක තිබ්බේ නැත්නම් මේක පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ. Right? If there is a formula, it will show number of zeros here. Formula එක තිබ්බොත් අනිවාර්යෙන් බිංදු ටික පෙන්වනවා. Right? So how to minimize that error? මේක නැති කරන්නේ කොහොමද? We can use a if function. Right? If function means you can give some conditions. If function එකෙන් කරන්නේ condition කීපයක් දෙනවා. මෙයාට analyze කරන්න. කියන්නේ Excel එකට අපි යම්කිසි නෝල් මේ කියන්නේ තීරණයක් ගන්න දෙනවා. Right? Excel will make some decisions depending on some criteria. That is the if function purpose of if function. If එකෙන් කරන්නේ Excel එකට යම්කිසි decision කීපයක් ගන්න දෙනවා. Right? So I'll type a if function here, right? Between C4 and equal sign, I'll type if and open a bracket. අලුතෙන්ම ගහමු මේක. If open a bracket. Now this is if function. This is the very most important function in Excel, right? ගොඩක් ඒවට පාවිච්චි වෙන function එකක් තමයි if function එක කියන්නේ. Right? One of the most important function in Excel is if function. මොකද අර programming වලට අර addition එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ. ඒ addition ගන්න ඒවා use කරන්නේ if function එක. Some formulas may contain 10 to 15 if functions. සමහර formula වල if function ගොඩක් දාලා ඒ අවශ්‍ය වැඩේ කරගන්න. Right? දැන් ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ අර GPA එක calculate වෙන formula එකේ මං හිතන්නේ if function තියෙනවා 15ක් 20ක් විතර. එක formula එක ඇතුළේ if functions ම තියෙනවා 15ක් විතර. ඒ IFE නම් මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන? NE නම් not eligible නම් මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන? මෙයාට ඒ වගේ decision ගන්න එකක් තමයි ඒකේ තියෙන. එක function එකකින් ඔක්කොම දේවල් ටික decide කරනවා. Right? So I'm going to write a simple if function. දැන් අපි කරන්න යන්නේ පොඩි simple if function එකක් ලියන්න. හරි? Right. First, so normally if function contain 3 categories. Sorry. 3 main things. මන්නික මේ දල වශයෙන් ලියන්න, right? First part should be the condition, right? First part should be the criteria or condition, right? Criteria එක තමයි first part එකේ එන්නේ. Second part is what we have to do if the criteria is true. මෙතන දීපු criteria එක හරි නම් මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕන? What we have to do if the criteria is true. Third part and last part is what we have to do if the criteria is false, right? එතකොට criteria එක එක්ක true වෙන්න පුළුවන්, false වෙන්න පුළුවන්. This criteria can be either true or false. Here what we have to do if it's true, here what we have to do if it's false. So now I am going to give some criteria. My criteria is if there is a module code here, right? Which means if this module code is there, this should be blank. Our cell should be blank, right? ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන මොකක් හරි module එක type කරොත් නේ අපිට credit එක calculate වෙන්න ඕන, right? If there is some module code here, we have to calculate the credits. Otherwise, no need to calculate the credits. So how to type that? Select this cell, right? Select this cell. Now criteria is if this is empty, right? If this is empty, right? If this is empty means equal double quotation. ඔය double quotation දෙකෙන් කියන්නේ if we want to apply some text here, right? This means some text. So double quotation means there is no text here. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන blank එකක් කියන එක represent කරන්නේ ඕකේ. A4 equals double quotation means if A4 is blank, right? That is the formula here, right? ඕකෙන් කියන්නේ A4 කියන එක blank නම් කියන එක, right? Which means A4 is a blank. So if this is true, මොකද වෙන්න ඕන? What will happen? If this is blank, we don't need to do any calculation. We can keep it is as a blank, right? Or you can type some letter here. Not valid something, right? This is a text. You can display this, right? Whatever text you can display here, right? If this is empty, you can display not valid, something like this, right? Or blank, whatever the text. So කැමති එකක් type කරන්න පුළුවන් මෙතන. Blank. If this is false, if this criteria is false, what will happen? මේ criteria එක වැරදුනොත් කියන්නේ ඒක blank නොවුනොත් නේ. If there is a module here, you have to calculate the number of credits, right? If there is a module, you have to calculate the number of credits. Right? How to calculate that? This one multiply by 2. Close the bracket. ඕක තමයි වෙන්නේ, right? Right? So this is the formula. This means if function, the criteria to be checked, right? මේක තමයි check කරන්න ඕන criteria එක. Criteria is A4 equal blank. ඒක හරිද? Right? ඒක හරි නම්, right? If this is true, if A4 is blank, type blank here, right? Type blank here. Otherwise, if it is false, right? If it is false means this is not blank. This have some text here, right? If this contains some text, C4 multiply by 2, right? That's the formula. Now check when I drag this here, the text is typed here blank, right? Blank කියලා මෙතන type වෙනවා. Even there are numbers here, it shows blank. If I apply some module code here, CI225545, if I apply some module code here, you can see automatically it will show the credits, right? එතන මෙතන හිස්තනක් තියන්න ඕන නම් මොකද කරන්න තිබ්බේ අපිට? If we want a blank here, actual blank, we can delete these letters, right? So this means show a blank, right? If module code is empty, show a blank, right? I think මෙතන module code එක type කරපු ගමන් අතෙන්ට number එකක් ගන්න, right? If the module code is not empty, it will calculate the credits, right? Previously I have told you a wrong one. This one should be multiplied by 15, not 2, huh? Right? Then total notional hours equal to this one, right? Sum of all 5. මේ පහේම එකතුර තමයි total notional hours කියන්නේ, right? So let's calculate total notional hours. Total notional hours. Make it a lasana karamu. I'll select this cell, same format. I'm going to copy to this area. Select the cell, format paint, right. Total notional hours. Then make a paint and you cannot see this clearly. What we have to do? Text wrapping, right? Select the cell, text wrapping, wrap. Right. Now you can clearly see the text. Select the text, text wrapping, wrap. So how to calculate the sum? I hope most of you know this. Equal sign. Sum is the formula. Equal sign sum. Select the range. Select the first one and drag it. Select the range. Sum. Close the bracket. Then drag this here. දැන් මේවට if function එකක් දැම්මම ලස්සන්ට ගන්න තිබ්බරක blank එකත් එක්ක ලස්සන්ට ගන්න තිබ්බ මේ වගේ, right? If you use an if function, right, like this, so we can copy this. We can copy this phrase up to here. දැන් මෙතෙන්ට වෙනකන්නේ formula එක නැතුව වෙන කැලලක් තියෙන්නේ. We can copy this phrase, control C copy, and apply it for other parts as well, right? Copy this phrase, apply here. Right, now you can see the blanks, right? Perfect. Now apply some formulas, right? If we divide the notional hours by 50, it will equals to it equals to the credits, right? If I divide this by 50, it equals to the number of credits, right? Credits. Use the format paint, credit. Number of credit equal notional hours divided by 50, right? Notional hours ටික 50න් බෙදුවම තමයි credit ගන්න එන්නේ. Notional hours divided by 50 equals to credits. And there's another rule, this cannot be a decimal number. තව rule එකක් තියෙනවා. මේ credit කියන එකක් දශම ගණන් තියෙන්න බෑ. It should be a whole number, right? So how you can make this a whole number? Use round function, right? Round function එක පාවිච්චි කරන්න තියෙනවා, right? So I'll use round function. Round within bracket. So this is my number, right? මේක තමයි මගේ number එක round කරන්න තියෙන්නේ, right? And how many decimal places? 0 decimal places. Close the bracket. Hurry. Round this one 0 decimal places. 1 credit. So you can drag this up to here. So these are the credits, right? Hurry. Up here, ඔගොල්ලෝ surveying leveling කරලා තියෙන්නේ නේද? I hope you have done surveying and leveling. We'll create a sheet for calculate the reduced levels using rise and fall method or line of collimation method. We'll create a sheet to calculate reduced level. I'll create a new sheet. Right. So I'm going to create a sheet for calculate reduced level using height of collimation method, right? Say backside intermediate side, ne? The interside. Foresight. Then height of collimation, ne? Height of collimation, reduced level, remarks, ne? So these are the columns in your surveying book, right? If you are using a surveying book, they contain this kind of columns: backside, interside, foresight, height of collimation, and reduced level, right? Remarks, right? So I select them, Control B, and centered, and apply a border, right? And also I'll select some region and apply a border. Right. So then we'll mark some numbers here, right? To understand what will happen. So we'll start with our benchmark. Benchmark is something a permanent, right? You can get the reduced level from a permanent benchmark, right? The height from the sea level is mentioned there, right? Reduced level of the benchmark is 100 meters, right? ඒ කියන්නේ මීටර් 100ක් මූදු මට්ටමේ ඉඳලා මීටර් 100ක් උස තැනක් තමයි මේ benchmark එක තියෙන්නේ කියලා අපි ගමු, right? Let's assume that. Then backside, tell me now, reduced level, you cannot apply formula here, right? Because this is a number you will record from the benchmark, right? So you cannot apply any formula for this one, right? So I'll apply some color here to identify that one. Because you cannot apply any formula here. It should be a number, right? And backside, intermediate side, foresight, are there any formula, or this should be some numbers recorded by the level machine, right? So these are some numbers recorded by level machine. So you cannot apply any formula there, right? දැන් මේවා අනිවාර්යෙන් ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ recordings නේ. These are inputs. So you cannot apply any formula here. So I have make them green color, right? Remarks are some text, no? You cannot apply any formula here. So I'll apply yellow color here, right? So this is to clarify you whether we can apply a formula or not. ඔයාලා මට පැහැදිලි කරන්න ඕන මෙතෙන්ට formula එක එනවද නැද්ද කියන එක. මොකද remarks කියන්නේ formula එකක් නේ අපි නිකන් අතින් ලියන text එකක්. Right, back side, intermediate side, foresight are the readings taken from the level machine, right, and using staff readings, right. මෙතනත් formula එන්නේ නැහැ මොකද readings ටිකක් තමයි මේකේ එන්නේ. reduce level එකත් මේක reading එකක් විතරයි පළවෙනි එක, right. All right, so let's take some foresight and backside readings. අපි ගමු backside reading එක 4.4, right. මේ ටික මම center කරනවා ලේසි නිසා I will center the apply center alignment for all. Right. I have selected the columns and apply the center alignment for all. Right. Backside. Right. How to calculate HOC? මට කියන්නේ HOC height of collimation calculate කරන විදිහ.
104.
104. හරිද එතන? හරි නේද? Right. Your benchmark level is 100, right. So 100 you can see now this 4 in your staff reading. ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයගලන්ට පේන මට්ටම තියෙන්නේ 100 plus 4. staff එක තියලා තියෙන්නේ මේ 100 කියන benchmark එක උඩ. So ඔයගලන්ට ඒකෙන් 4 කියන number එක පේනවා කියන්නේ your height of collimation, your telescope level is now at 100 plus 4 level, right. So type that one here, right. Calculate the reduced level height of collimation. Write a formula here. ලියන්න බලන්න formula එකක් එතන. Right, equal sign reduce level plus your backside, right. Very simple. Now this formula can be edited later, right. For now we don't know what will happen later. Then දැනට මට අවබෝධයක් නැහැ ඊට පස්සේ වෙන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක. දැනට ඕක තමයි simple calculation, right. This is a very simple calculation up to now, right. Enter 100 plus 4, right. Then let's take an intermediate site. අපි intermediate site එකක් ගමු, right. So කීයද ගන්න 3 and 2 and again 3. So I have typed several intermediate site. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මම මේ type කරන එක type කරන්න. එතකොට අපිට උත්තර verify කරගන්න පුළුවන්. You can type same numbers as mine. So we can verify the answers. Right. Right. Now how to calculate the reduced level of this one? Let's write this is point A, right. How to calculate the reduced level of point A? How to get that? Now you can see this level, right. Your telescope is at this level 104. In that level you can see a reading mentioning 3 meters. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ telescope එක තියෙන 104 level එකේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට පේනවා reading එකක් 3 meters කියලා. Which means bottom of that staff, right. Bottom of the staff is in 104 minus 3 level, right. So reduced level is 104 minus 3, right. So type an equation here. General එකක් ඕනේ නිකන් simple එකක් ගහන්න දැනට, right. right? Type a simple formula here. Equal sign HOC minus 3, right? HOC minus 3. හරි ඔන්න සිම්පල් එකක් ගහුවා. හරිද? දැන් මේ ටික අපි drag කරන් යන් වැඩේ හරියයිද කියලා බලන්න එක. right? Let's drag this one. මොකද උනේ? වැඩේ නෑවනික අර සර් නෑව වගේ. right? So what will happen here? You can check. මොකද උනේ? It will refer the cells which are in the same distance. අර කලින් තිබ්බ distance වලින් තිබ්බ cell ටිකනේ refer කරන්නේ. ඒතර මොකද අවුල වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? Line of collimation, now it's using a blank cell, which means 0 minus 2. That's why it's become minus 2. වැඩේ තේරුණානේ මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා. අන්න ඕක තමයි error එක වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. right? දැන් අපිට මේක ඕන නම් මෙහෙම type කරන්න පුළුවන්. right? We can change this to this one. This one minus this one, right? කොහොම type කර මේ කරදරයිනේ. We can manually type this, but we can do it for 100 rows or 1000 rows, right? If we do a large survey, it may contain 1000 or 100 rows, right? We can't do it for 1000 rows, right? So we have to use a general formula for this, right? මේකට හරියන formula එකක් අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕන මොකක් හරි එකක්, right? So can you think, right, about a way? දැන් හිතලා මොකක් හරි කරන්න මේකට solution එක. Now what we are going to do is type a general formula for these two and drag it for 100 or 1000 rows, right? මේකට එක general formula එක type කරලා අපි ඒක drag කරන් යන්න තමයි කල්පනා කරන එක. මොකද formulas එකිනෙකට වෙනස් කරලා ලියන්න බෑ අපිට, right? And this intermediate size, these things can be changed, right? Sometimes this one can be a 4 side. මෙතන තිබ්බේ 4 side එකක් වෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? So these things can be changed. Therefore our Excel sheet should be a general one, valid for any reading. මේ Excel sheet එක ඕන back side 4 side විදියට ගියපු එකක් හරි intermediate side 10ක් තිබ්බත් 3ක් තිබ්බත් කොතන back side එකක් ආවත් 4 side එකක් ආවත් මේක valid වෙන්න ඕන. This sheet should be valid for any result with back side, any combination. This should be valid. Type කරන්න හිතලා එක මොකක් කරේ. Look at my screen. When I drag this in downward direction, for all interside, HOC should be same, no? Right? HOC කියන එක මේ අගේම වෙන්න ඕනේ. One thing I can do is using dollar sign, right? ඕගොල්ලෝ ලංකාවේ කියලා රුපියල් sign එක හොයන්න යන්න එපා. RS කියලා දාන්න එපා. Apply dollar sign here, right? Right? So apply dollar sign to fix the row, right? If you want to fix the row number, apply dollar sign in front of the row number, right? දැන් මම යටට ඇදන් යද්දි row number එක එකම වෙන්න ඕනේ. කියන්නේ මේ 2 කියන එක constant වෙන්න ඕනේ. That's why I apply a dollar sign in front of the 2, right? No need to apply dollar sign here, right? In front of D, no need of dollar sign, right? Because for all the things, D is also constant. මේ D කියන එක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේ මං කොච්චර යටට දැන් ගියත් මේක D ම තමයි, right? D2, D3, D4, D5, all the things are D. Therefore no need to apply dollar sign here. Apply කරත් වැරදක් නැහැ, right? If you apply or not, there is no matter for that, right? But make sure to apply dollar sign here. දැන් එදන් යම් බල. දැන් වැඩි හරිනේ. Temporary, this is okay now, right? දැනට වැඩේ හරි. දැන් නිකන් click කරලා බලමු මේක. Let's click this one. Right. maybe now this row has been constant, right? මේ row එක constant වෙලා තියෙනවා. For this one, maybe this cell minus this one, right? B7 is using the same distance as previous one. B7 එක කලින් විදියටම distance එක පාවිච්චි කරනවා. But D2 cell is now constant. මේ D2 cell එක මේ row number එක අපි constant කරලා තියෙනවා. If you apply a dollar sign here, same thing will happen, right? මෙතනත් dollar sign එකක් දැම්ම නම් අරකම තමයි වෙන්නේ. අපි ඒකත් check කරලා බලමු. Let's check both. Same thing will happen, right? If you apply a dollar sign here, same thing will happen. හරිනේ? Right. Now this may also contain some backdraws, right? මෙතනත් යම් කිසි අඩුපාඩු තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. අපි ඒව හදාගෙන ඉස්සරහට යන්න. Right. Then I'll apply some foresight, right? My foresight is 1. My foresight is 1. හරිද? දැන් මේ calculation එක හරිද බලන්න. Check this calculation is okay or not. මේක හරිද? This is wrong, right? So this should be 104 minus 1, correct? 104 minus 1, right? So this is not a general formula. Then back side එක foresight එක වෙනස් වෙද්දි intermediate side එකෙන් foresight එකට යද්දි මේක valid නෑ. This is not valid now. So this is not a general formula now, right? So what you can do is you can think now, right? කොහොමද මේක අපි general formula එක කරන්නේ, right? Whether it's a intermediate site or foresight, right? You have to reduce this number from this 3 either one. මෙතන තියෙන number දෙකෙන් එකකින් අඩු වෙන්න ඕන, right? හිතලා කරන්න බලන්න, right? හරිනේ? Let's try to improve this formula. Let's take one by one some options. අපි option කීපයක් ගමු. Siripala, right? Siripala will do like this. Siripala will delete B6 and replace this column, right? This is what Siripala has done. Siripala kare 104න් මේ එක අඩු කරා, right? වැරදක් නැහැ, right? No issue only for this cell, but right? මේක අවුලක් නැහැ. But if you drag the formula for upward direction, it will show incorrect result. What is the reason? Maybe, right? What has Siripala done, right? 104 minus 0, right? So this is not a general formula. The make හැම එකටම valid නෑනේ, only for this cell, right? So this is incorrect. What Siripala has done is incorrect, right? ඊට පස්සේ එනවා මෛත්‍රීපාල කියලා එක්කෙනෙක්. එයා කියනවා මේ මම මේක ගැන දැනුවත්ලා හිටියේ නෑ සිරිපාල තමයි මේක කරේ මේ සිරිපාලගෙන් අහන්න කියලා කියනවා ඔව් ඊට පස්සේ කියනවා මේක පත්තරේ තමයි මම දැක්කේ මේ මෙහෙම එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා මේ කියන්න පුළුවන් ඒක නිසා එයා ඇවිල්ලා එහෙම කියලා යනවා ඊට පස්සේ තව එකෙක් කියනවා සුගතපාල සුගතපාල ටිකක් ඇඩ්වාන්ස් මීට වඩා සුගතපාල මෙහෙම කරනවා සුගතපාල බලනවා සුගතපාල sees like this if there is a intermediate side there is no foreside here right if there is a foreside there are no intermediate side he sees either this column or this column so he can do like this cell dollar sign right minus this one minus this one ඔන්න ඔහොම දාන සුගතපාල අවුලක් නැද්ද වැඩේ this is okay right මේ 0 එකක් අඩු කරා කියලා ගැටලුවක් නැහැ right this one minus both right let's see let's drag this right it's okay right 104 minus 3 minus 0 no issue next cell 102 minus 2 minus 0 no issue 100 මේකත් අවුලන්නේ right all the things are okay right so what Sugatapala did was correct right up to now right දැනට එයා කරපු දේ හරි අපි දන්නේ ඉස්සරහට මොනවා වෙයිද කියලා මොකද ඉස්සරහට next another back side will come here several intermediate sides ඔය වගේ එනවා right it can be like this up to now what Sugatapala did was correct තව option එකක් මම කියන්න මෙහෙම right minus sum of right minus sum of these two cells ඒත් ඒකම නෙවෙන්නේ නේ 0 plus 1 this cell minus sum of these two cells right same thing will happen now if I drag that using this one answer is remain same මේ අවුලක් කියලා නැහැ 104 minus sum of 3 plus 0 same right දෙකම එකයි right හරි up to now is it okay දැනට වෙනකම් මෙච්චර වෙනකම් හරිද තව ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද හරිනේ now let's see what will happen when a new backside comes after a foresight a new backside come because we will not change the instrument right sorry we will not change the staff reading same point but we will change the instrument now right එකම තැන staff එක අල්ලගෙන එතන instrument එක අපි වෙනස් කරනවා වෙන තැන ගිහිල්ලා instrument එක ගහනවා right maybe due to the visibility right or distance problem right because of one of these issue we will change our instrument level machine එක ගිහිල්ලා වෙන තැනක් ගහන අවස්ථාව so this is our point D within bracket changing point right so in this point we are changing our instrument right but staff will remain at the same location මේ point D එකේ staff එක තියලා instrument එක මේ first reading මේ this is the first reading of next instrument right so that is a backside right after we change the instrument first reading means our backside instrument එක change කරාට පස්සේ පළවෙනි reading එක තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ backside එක right the last reading of your instrument will become a foresight so in this reading this is the backside this is the foresight in between you have intermediate sides After changing the instrument, this is your back side, then these are the intermediate sides, right? තුන නැතුව අපි ටිකක් වෙන අගයක් ගමු. පහ වගේ ගමුනේ. Let's take 5 here. Right. So is it now we have to calculate our line of collimation, right? Now our line of collimation is changed, right? Calculate your line of collimation. Previously we have calculated our line of collimation. Let's drag it. What will happen? මොකද උනේ? This is incorrect, right? First one it's okay. 100 plus 4, it's correct. But what will happen here? This is incorrect. This should be same 100 plus 4, right? All these 4 should be 100 plus 4, which means 104. මේ හතරටම එන්න ඕන එකම line of collimation එකනේ. ඒක වෙනස් වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ instrument එක වෙනස් කරේ නැත්තම්. If we haven't changed our instrument, same line of collimation, same telescope level, right? We haven't changed our telescope level, right? Therefore line of collimation should be same 104, right? So this is incorrect now, right? එතකොට මේක කොහොමද අපි හදන්නේ? මේක හදන්න හොඳ විදියක් කිය. හිතලා හදන්න බලන්න. ඔයගොල්ලෝ සමහරෙක් කරන්නත් ඇති, right? Some of you may have done this. Now identify what are the key points here. Then what are the key difference here, right? How we can identify whether there is a backside or not. The main thing is that ඕගොල්ලෝ බලන්න කොහොමද මෙතන අපි identify කරගන්නේ backside එකක් ආවද නැද්ද කියලා. Right? How do we identify whether there is a backside or not? මට ඒක කියන්න නිකන්. කොහොමද මෙතන අපි හොයාගන්නේ backside එකක් ආවද කියලා. backside එකක් reading එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා කොහොමද ගන්නේ? කොහොමද හොයාගන්නේ backside එකක් ආවද කියන එක. මේ තියෙන්නේ. If there is a reading in this column, in this cell, we have a backside. දැන් මේ cell එක empty නැත්තම් මෙතන backside එකක් මේ sorry අනිත් පැත්ත. නෑ හරි. If this cell is not empty, which means we have a backside. මේ cell එක empty නැත්තම් value එකක් තියෙනවා නම් එකෙන් කියන්නේ අපිට backside එකක් ඇවිල්ලා කියන එක. Right? So we can start to write a function here. I'll delete this one temporarily, right? If within bracket, if condition is if there is a backside here, right? මෙතන backside එකක් තියෙනවා empty, right? How to write that? Click this cell. මෙහෙම ලිව්වොත් cell equal blank, blank, outright blank, double quotation, right? Don't write 4 single quotations. මෙහෙම හතරක් ලිව්වොත් වැරදියා. 4 single quotations are not equal to double quotations, right? A2 equals double quotation means if this cell is empty, මට ඕන අනිත් පැත්ත. I need the other side. If this is not empty, so not equal means this symbol, right? Not equal means greater than mark and less than mark, right? Not equal. That is important, right? If this is not equal to empty, you can make a පිරිලා තියෙනවා කියන එක නේ. If there is a number here, මොකක් හරි number එකක් තියෙනවනේ. If there is a number here, comma. back side එකක් තියෙනවා නම් මොකද කරන්න ඕන? What we have to do if there is a back side? ඒක තමයි අපි කලින් කරේ. Reduce level plus back side. ඕක තමයි type වෙන්න ඕන. Right? If there is a back side, we have to type that one. Reduce level plus back side. කලින් තිබ්බෙත් ඕකනේ. We have to type this one, reduce level plus backside. Then if this condition is false, මේ condition එක වැරදෙනවා කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? මෙයා empty වෙනවා, right? This cell empty means either intermediate side or four-side වෙන්නත් බෑ, right? Either intermediate side or four-side, right? Last reading, it can be only a four-side. Let's assume we have finished the survey. In last reading, there can be only four-side, no backside here. Antima reading එක මොකද වෙන්නේ? මෙහෙම ගිහිල්ලා at last it can be only one four-side. Backside is also empty, right? So it can be valid for both, right? If there's an interside or four-side, what we have to do? මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕන? The best thing is we have already calculated the backside, no? Height of collimation, no? We have already calculated the height of collimation in our topmost column, right? Topmost cell. Then අපිට මීට කලින් එකේ අපි calculate කරලා ඉවරයිනේ, right? Height of collimation we have already calculated in previous column. So if I click my previous column like this, previous cell, right? If this empty, show the previous cell, right? Then මේකෙන් කියන්නේ empty වුණොත් previous cell එක පෙන්වන්න කියලා, right? මේක අපි ඇදගෙන ගියාම ඔයගලන්ට වැඩි තේරෙයි මොකද්ද මේ වෙන්නේ කියලා. For now I'll close my bracket, right? 104. Now let's see if I drag this one. මොකද උනේ? අර answer ටික ආවනේ දැන් මේ 104, 104, 104. After this one, it has become 108. අපි නිකන් බලමු formula එක මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා මේක. I'll click on this one, right? මේ තියෙන. If A3 is not empty. A3 is not empty කියන එක true වෙලාද false වෙලාද බලන්න. If A3 is not empty, right? මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? It false. මොකද empty නේ මෙයා. A3 equals empty වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. Therefore A3 not equals empty is, that expression is false now, right? That expression is false. මේක වැරදිලා තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් option එක වෙන්නේ මේක D2. So D2 will show the last answer, right? The top answer here, right? Top cell එක පෙන්නන්නේ මෙතන, right? Otherwise E3 plus A3 මේ දෙක එකතු කරලා ගන්න කියනවා true උනොත්. Then true නෑනේ, false නේ. This one also false. මේ තියෙන්නේ A4 not empty කියන එක false වෙනවා. කියන්නේ මෙයා empty වෙලා තින්නේ, right? A4 not empty is false, right? So it will show D3, last answer for height of collimation, right? Here what will happen? මෙතනදී මොකෝ වෙන්නේ? Now it's true. This statement is true. A6 is not empty, right? It's true. Make a not empty ne. Make a පිරලා නැති. This has filled. So what we have to do? E6 plus A6. This one plus this one. 103 plus 5. Answer is 108. Right? Now if you drag this thing like this, very lesson. දැන් බලන්න මේක ඇදන් කියලා වැඩේ හරියයිද කියලා. Drag this one and check whether it's correct or not. මෙන්න error එක එන තැන. Right, here we have some error, right? What is error? This one okay, right? This one okay. මෙතන අවුලක් නැහැ නේ, මෙතෙන්ට එනකන් හරි, right? Reduce level is okay. But after that, in this point, after this point, what will happen? Now your height of collimation should be this one, right? Now your height of collimation should be this one, not 104, right? Now you have to change this equation. The මේකත් general එකක් නෙමෙයි බලන් ගියාම ලියලා තියෙන්නේ, right? You have to change this equation, right? So make some change, make some small change here. If I use this cell, what will happen? මේක නේද හරිම cell එක දාන්න. Not D2. It should be D6. මේක නේද එන්න ඕන හරිම cell එක. මෙයාගෙන් අඩු කරා නම් හරියටම හරි. Right? So the correct cell should be D6, right? Here, right? This cell is the correct cell. So if I use the equation, you can show the correct answer. Now check the answer. Now 104 minus this one, okay. Again 104 minus this one, correct. For foresight also 104 minus this one, not 108. Therefore this is also valid here. Next one, 108 minus this one, right? The අලුත් backside එකට මේ height of collimation වෙනස් වෙනවනේ. For new backside, height of collimation may change, right? Now we have to use new height of collimation. So the equation is correct now. So this is the final output, right? You can modify these these things, right? The මේ වගේ හිස් ඒවා තියෙද්දි මේ උත්තර පෙන්නනවනේ. If there are empty columns here, you can still see some values, right? You can use more functions to make this empty, right? You can use more functions to make this empty, right? We will discuss this later on next day. අපි මේක තව ටිකක් ලස්සන කරන හැටි ඊළඟ දවසේ කතා කරමු. We will conclude our lecture and we will meet next week at 2 to 4, right? Thank you very much.